Hey, Sofrito lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you another mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. The Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I am so tired. I am bringing you a Popeyes mukbang. I got that chicken sandwich with cheese and bacon, blah, blah, blah. You guys have seen the commercials. It's full of chicken and bacon and cheese and all that good stuff. Can you see it? I don't know what I'm doing. Someone help me. Oh my God. This is what I mean sometimes by my brain is fried. I have been working all day and I have not had dinner, barely had lunch. Buen provecho, mi gente. Are you guys picking up all this free crunchy ASMR? So, frito lovers, this is this new bacon cheese chicken sandwich with pickles and I think a little bit of mayo. It's a little bit of mayo so I can stand it. For those of you who don't know, I hate mayo. It's the devil's snot. Son los mocos del diablo. But a little bit of mayo doesn't kill anybody. Having it with french fries. So frito lovers, this might be a brief one, but I just want to make you keep up my weekly Wednesday mukbang for the summer. So frito lovers, I got a Parque Chronicle. That's right, I got a Parque Chronicle. For those of you who don't know, the Parque Chronicles are the chronicles of what happens in this park right here. I'm pointing at my window, and out this window is Washington's Walk. It's a park behind the building that I live in. Very exciting park. There's shit that happens there all the time. I've seen animal attacks. I've seen people get married. I have seen crime scenes. I've seen it all in this park. Those of you that are OG Sofrito lovers, you guys know all the stories. I live on the second floor of this building, so the park is really not that far away from me. I can sometimes hear people's conversations. It just goes to show how short this building is, how lack of height it has, and also just how loud my neighbors are. Y eso se llena de gente. Tocando música, playing music, doing all, it just gets filled. Tonight technically, because I got home after 6 o'clock and this was happening in the park. It's nice weather in New York City. It's summertime, it's daylight up until 8 p.m. It's summertime. There was a brawl of teenagers out there that I'm pretty sure the local high school, like half the local population of the high school was in this park fighting. There was a fight that you would have thought it was World War III. And shocking, yet not shocking, because I don't want to be any gender bias. People fight of all genders, but this was a bunch of girls. This was an army of girls versus another army of girls. And braids were flying, and weaves were flying, and wigs were coming off, and girls' hairs were being ripped off, and it was a brawl. And these girls, I mean, this gotta be on World Star. Please, someone go to World Star Hip Hop. Someone must have filmed this and put this on World Star. Look for Brawl in the Bronx, girls, or whatever. I have not seen that many people in a fight in I don't know how long. I'm telling you, it was World War III. And me like clutching my invisible pearls. I was like, esta gente, these girls, what's up? Not to say that I don't know that girls are capable of that, because they are. I've worked with teenage girls. Teenage girls sometimes are scarier than teenage boys. I have seen teenage girls rock teenage boys. Pero coño, it was like an army of girls on each side going at it. I was like, and then the cops came, había un revolú, and girls scattered running in 50 different directions. I was like, wow. Thank God that I work with elementary school students. Whew, I could not be dealing with that population anymore. I have no idea what the brawl was about. All I know is that all of a sudden, I was home in my bedroom, taking clothes off, getting ready to rest and relax at home. And I heard a cacophony of screaming, yelling, fighting, cursing in various languages. And I go and I look outside my window like the big nosy boricua that I am. I'm like one of those viejitas that parks out, one of those old ladies that parks out at the window looking around. Brawl. World War III. Washing it all down with some Diet Coke. What is up with these girls? What is up with everyone? I feel like I see fights lately, and not in my school. My kids are cool, but I feel like this neighborhood, everywhere I go, there's a fight. Just the other day, there was something similar happening with some adult men and women on Jerome Avenue. Wow, it's summertime. Everybody chill. Mi gente, chill. Stupid teenagers, I almost understand. You're immature, you're acting hood, you're acting stupid, you have to establish street cred, you can't be a punk, you can't be a bitch, you can't be a wimp. When you see grown-ass adults, and now I use the term loosely adults because, come on. How are adults fighting? I don't know what's happening in the air in this neighborhood, but la gente are like duking up. Like... ready to knuck and buck. People are ready to knuck and buck. People are just ready to throw down. What's happening, people? It's summer. Everyone relax. Listen, I don't play around. When I see insanity like that happen, I am not one of those looky-loos that stands there and watches the whole thing. I see shit like that and I go running in whichever direction there are less fists so that I don't get punched in the face. This is my money maker. Mira, esto aquí, snatched. I'm not letting anybody break this nose or break this orbital bone or dislodge this jaw, lose any of these teeth. No, this perfection is staying intact. So the minute I see people knucking and bucking and throwing punches and just, being ratchet and violent and dangerous, yo me voy corriendo para el otro lado. I go the F out of there as fast as I can. As nosy as I am, because there is a part of me that wants to stay, but at least I look and I walk back, turn around, then run. I win the Cowardly Lion Award, which is fine, because I don't know these people that are fighting, so I have no investment to get involved. Now, if it was friends or something, I might have to knuckle up. I mean, I haven't been in a street fight since I was in my 20s. That's not me. I'm an eater, not a fighter. You know how some people are lovers, not fighters, and fighters and not lovers? I'm an eater. I run away towards a restaurant to get food. And the funny thing is, this is the end of the school year. What you beefing about? What are you fighting about? High school's going to be over in a week and a half. Why is everybody throwing punches? What's happening? School ends in like 12 days. Why are people, and of those 12 days, there's 4 of them that are weekend days. Like, why is everyone knucking and bucking and going crazy? ¿Qué está pasando? I don't know. I'm just going to stay in the safety of my home and eat my Popeyes chicken sandwich, which is very good. This is the first time I've had this chicken sandwich, I think. No, that's not true. No, it's not. This is not a taste test. I've had this before. I like it. It's good. It's very juicy. I love the way the pickles play with the bacon. Baconess brings a lot of crunch and smoke. I love the cheese, that sharp, tangy cheese taste and great umami. And it works really well. This chicken is very moist. Go ahead, Popeyes. I got some fries. I'm not really that... I got the fries because I got the meal. Because it's cheaper, but I love Popeyes fries. They're great. I'm just not in the mood for them too much. Like, I'm having a couple and I'm like, I don't need to eat the rest of this. So Frito lovers, that's my Parque Chronicle. People outside fighting like crazy. I might have more Parque Chronicles for you over the summer. I'm doing pretty good, right? This is like my third or fourth Wednesday, my third Wednesday that I brought you a mukbang. I think Wednesday nights are so universally free for me. I rarely have things going on. So Thursday's night is the perfect time for us to catch up and chill and talk. Yeah, so I get home. I mean, I don't want to reiterate the point, but yeah, I get home and like, oh my God, Girl War 3. I was like, oh my God. Very thankful that I don't have children and that I work in an elementary school setting. I will share this without giving too many details, and I don't want to incriminate myself. But many, many moons ago, many, many hundreds of years ago, hundreds of pounds ago, I worked in a teen program in a high school. I was both universally loved and hated, and I got jumped by 3 girls a couple of blocks away from my school. I have a lot of training on how to deal with violence and a lot of training of how to de-escalate situations, except when it's 3 girls attacking you. And they were part of like a girl gang, a Latina girl gang. And Mr. Ben, like I said, I'm not a fighter, I'm a eater, but that afternoon I made an exception. And as those 3 girls were attacking me, I beat the living shit out of all 3 of those girls. I had to defend myself. No one's going to tell me that I don't have the right to defend myself. My right to self-preservation, the maintenance of my health, the maintenance of my facade, everything, all of that gives me the ability, grants me the permission to defend myself. And I don't care if it was 3 teenage girls. They went off on me, I went off back. And I gave back better than I got. And there was some girls that I twirled my hand around their hair, and I was yanking them to and fro, kicking, punching. I grabbed my Snapple bottle, broke it in half, and went at a couple of them with it. Not that I'm condoning violence against children or young girls. All I'm saying is that I was attacked. I felt my life was threatened. My physical health was threatened. My body was threatened. So I defended myself. And since I was outnumbered, I had to go with full force. All right? Pacifism gets you killed. So I kind of know what it's like to be in a brawl. You know, you can say what you want to say and give me all the social worker psychology analysis of it. When you're out in the streets, you got to handle yourself a certain way. And if you're either a victim or a victor, and at that point in time, I decided to be a victor. Craziness. It was shortly after that I decided change would be good in the career, and started working with primary school kids. Not going to give too many details. I didn't face any consequences or anything like that. A lot of people agreed that I had my right to self-defense, and those that did not agree with me, it was fine, because I said I'm transitioning. If I don't feel support, if I don't feel guidance, if I don't feel protection from those that I work with, and half of them are split on this subject, then I will split and go work somewhere else. And I did. And eventually I landed where I'm at, and I work with wonderful elementary school kids that are all afraid of me because Mr. Ben is mean. I'm not that mean. I'm meanish. I'm strict, and you get what you see from me. When I tell you don't do A, B, and C because this is what's going to happen, it's usually happens. Craziness. First Podcast Chronicle of the summer. And like I said, I have no idea what the girl brawl was about. Girl World War 3. To this day, I will never know the context of why 80 girls on one side and 80 girls on another side went at it at Washington Walk. Now I'm kind of like wanting to check out World Star. Somebody had to have filmed that. There was a bazillion people out there. So Frito lovers, first Podcast Chronicle of the summer of 2023. Happy summer solstice. Como siempre, go out there, go have some culinary adventures, go taste for yourself. Como siempre, mucho, mucho amor.